Hello everyone, it's Shanna. I'm so glad you're here. Thanks for coming. Now today we're going to be making a card for a man, and we're going to use this Spellbinder stamp set, which I'll link in the description box below. And I'm going to stamp the whole thing up, but I'm actually going to kind of deconstruct it. I'll do some die cutting and some fussy cutting and kind of just pull out the elements of this stamp set that I want to use. Now for ease of stamp and cleanup, I'm just going to stick some pixie tape on the back of this plastic and just stamp the entire stamp and sentiments all at once, and then I'll be able to pull it off all at once, clean my stamp very quickly and put it away. So occasionally I'll do it this way just for real easy cleanup of my stamps, and then I can get them just put away. So I'm going to bring in my Memento black ink and just get this thing stamped up. So let's see, what do we do today? Today was a pretty quiet day. We didn't do a lot, but the boys are just still kind of catching up on sleep. I did have the boys today, and we just basically stayed inside because it was kind of iffy on the weather. I wasn't sure if it was going to rain or not. And so we really just stayed inside and played and didn't do too much. Now this evening I did have my first night of a new Bible study. It's by Nancy Lee DeMoss, and it's The Lies That Women Believe. And we started that, and it was really good. So I'm excited to get started in that. But so I'm just pressing down the areas that didn't quite stamp very well, and then I think I'm good to go. So you can see I've got all my sentiments and everything. I did test them to make sure I could die cut them all out, not get them too close together. Now I'm just using my tri-blend markers. I basically got three blue colors. One is kind of a tealish and one's a bit darker, and then I'm going to bring in a pink blend as well. And those are going to be really my four markers, I guess, that I'm going to be using for coloring this. And the balloons are going to be the main part of my element. I'm going to cut those away, and they're going to be kind of the center point for my card. So I'm just getting those all colored up. And I'm also going to include the party hats, the present, and the cupcake as part of my card. So I won't mess with coloring in any of the ferns or the flowery type things or leaves or any of that, or even the banner. I'm not even going to use the banner on this card. So I'm just going to use those elements. And I'm just kind of using the same four colors on all elements. And I'm going to bring in some colored cardstock for my card base in that kind of teal color. So it'll all kind of tie in together. And so now I'm just going to bring in my dies, and I'm going to use the dies to die cut out that upper portion where the balloons are. And then I'm ultimately going to, I just thought it'd make it easier to fussy cut if I went ahead and use the die for the top part, because it kind of creates a rounded edge around those balloons, and so I thought that'd be a good starting point for my fussy cutting. So I just thought it'd be easier. So I'm going to run that through my die cutting machine, and I think I actually lost the footage of the fussy cutting of the balloons. So yeah, I did. So you'll just you won't see that, but y'all know how to fussy cut. So, and it's not that much fun to watch or to even do. I don't enjoy fussy cutting. So I've got this embossing folder that I'm going to run just a white panel through, and I'm going to use that to lay my elements on. I will cut it down, and I think I cut it down to 4 by 5 and a quarter, because I wanted to have some of that teal paper, teal cardstock showing behind it. So I cut it down to that, and I'm just making my own card base with my score buddy. And then I'm just going to get my white embossed panel and get it laid down on my card. I love using embossing folders. Sometimes I forget to use it. I made a card yesterday, another card that I wish I had embossed the panel on. I think it was the video that I did yesterday, and I thought it would have just added just that extra element to it. I just didn't think about doing it until after I already had everything glued down. But I just think the embossing folders do so much. I do subscribe to the embossing folders of the month and the stamp set and die of the month. I just recently changed my subscription and added the large die of the month. So I'm excited to get that. This month's actually a big cupcake, and I think that'll be fun. So I do love Spellbinders stamps and dies. They're awesome. They're dies especially because they come all clipped apart. You don't have to clip them apart or anything. So if you haven't tried them, I'd recommend it. So I'm just getting my balloons laid down. I'm going to lay the cinnamon right over where the strings hang down so that it looks a little more finished. And I think it kind of pulls it together. I'm just using these low adhesive squares. They're not very thick, so they don't put it up real high. I'm not even sure what the measurement says, but these actually come from Simon Says Stamp. So I'm just getting everything laid down on my card and just kind of making fast work of it. This card didn't take too long. So I needed to get it done before my Bible study, so I was kind of hurrying with that. And then I also, in addition to this, I made a t-shirt and put some HTV on it as a gift to go along with this card. So I was just kind of speeding along, getting this card ready, and then I had to get the t-shirt ready and everything. And so then I had a real quick gift and card, and I was really excited because I was able to use everything that I had in my stash and pull this together. So I love that, the gift and the card. So I think it came together nice. I hope you like it. If you do, oh, I'm not finished. I decided that I would bring in I always forget to use my jelly pen. So I thought I would just bring it in and add some white lines to where I kind of left that lighter shade of my tri-blend markers. So I'm just adding it there, just to kind of add a little extra to it. And I think that finishes up my card. So I like it. I think it turned out nice. And you can just take those stamps and deconstruct them. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.